Loose ball, and it's gonna go. Maddie buries it in the net to tie it. It's good! Our lone Fred TV broadcast of the week takes us inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse for the first time as we see the girls volleyball team for the second time this week. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Great to be back inside Durfee High School. It's our first time in the Fieldhouse this fall, and nice to be back inside. It's actually not too nice of a day to be outside, so glad we have some volleyball action for you. Tonight, a Big Three matchup against the New Bedford Whalers coming in this season for the first time to square off against the Hilltoppers. This game was supposed to be at New Bedford yesterday, but it had to get moved because New Bedford's doing some renovations. Gym wasn't ready, so it got moved to here, and then it had to be moved to today because of officiating. So needless to say, this game's been kind of all over the map, but we're thrilled to be able to bring it to you. We got to see the Lady Hilltoppers on Monday night at Dartmouth as part of DCTV's live coverage, which I had the call for, and it was a tough game for the Hilltoppers. Had a chance to talk with head coach Kelly Bullier before this match, and I said, Dartmouth has, been a house of horrors. They haven't won a set against Dartmouth in a number of years. So we talked about domination in the field hockey game we did last week, how Durfee has completely manhandled, the Brockton team. Well, it's kind of been the same thing with Dartmouth against Durfee in girls volleyball. Against New Bedford, a little bit more evenly matched up over the years. Tonight, Durfee looking for their first victory, and it would be a big one if they can pull it off at home against their arch rivals from the Whaling City. So, in the game against Dartmouth, the Hilltoppers started off really good. Game one was competitive. It was a 3-point game or so late in the game, and Dartmouth went on a small run to close it out. And then in game two, some of the service game really started to fail on the Hilltoppers, and that's what started the spiral, if you will. The Indians took over from there, won pretty convincingly in set number two, and then really blew out the Hilltoppers in the third. So it kind of went downhill from the first set, which was disappointing because it was encouraging to see such a competitive first set against Dartmouth, a team Durfee has struggled against. So hopefully tonight can get off to a little better start. Coach Bullier very pleased with practice this week, and hoping that'll translate into live game action here on their home court. We have all the action for you live right after the break. Stay with us on Fred TV.
You wouldn't be on your phone here. You shouldn't use it here.
Go, 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 go. Where are they? Where are they? Get off your phone! We lost again because of you.
You wouldn't be on your phone here. You shouldn't use it here. You wouldn't be on your phone here. You shouldn't use it here. Don't let your intelligence be artificial.
Get your info from a real person and not a news feed. Show up, FRPS, and lock it away for new beginnings.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. Parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
We welcome you back inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. The introductions are done, and we're about ready for some volleyball here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you for tonight's game. Whalers coming in with a couple of wins on the season. Those two wins coming opening night at Bridgewater Rainham and at Bishop Stang in game 2. Both wins were sweeps. They've lost to Case, which was game 2, and then to Taunton, and then to Dartmouth. They've had a week off, actually a week and a day, the Whalers have, so quite a bit of rest as they come into play today. Hilltoppers tonight playing game 1 of 5 in a row at home. That'll close out the month here at home before hitting the road for an October 2nd match at Fairhaven. So part of this 5-match homestand, New Bedford to kick it off, Taunton in the second one, then Brockton, which we will have next week for you, Apponequet, the Lakers coming in next Friday, and then on Tuesday the 30th, Middleborough. And it is the visitors starting off with the first points in this one. No, you're not seeing double, but just another instance of extremely similar jerseys being worn by the same two teams. Durfee on the left of your screen with the black sleeves and black accents along the sides of the torso, and for New Bedford, red. So that's really what your distinguishing factors will be. Otherwise, they're primarily the same uniforms. Very, very, very similar. Right down to the font. Big swing out of play. It was not touched, and it will be 2-1 as our scoreboard catches up a little bit here. New Bedford 2, Durfee 1. There we go. Okay. Sarah Raposa with the serve, high arcing serve that was coming down rather quickly, and that falls into the Bermuda Triangle, if you will. A violation was called at the last second there against Durfee, apparently, because didn't hear a whistle, but it fell right to the court. Now looks like New Bedford's getting the point. So Durfee losing one. New Bedford going back into the service game. This is number 25, Vanelise Irizarry. She's wearing the libero. That one skips over. The third touch here sent back to New Bedford. Coming in, big swing coming off the front line. Nice job backing up the play. Third touch again. The Hilltoppers have to dump it over, but good defense. Gonna try for it one more time. This one comes back, and it is gonna be Durfee's point. Number 17 there, Ivy Matos with a very strong arm. Had two good swings there, just couldn't get a point out of it. And now the Hilltoppers will go on the serve. Ariana Luis Thomas wearing the libero. Good serve, and she serves up an ace. Yeah, I can't stress enough, I did say it in the intro, but how big of a win this would be for the Hilltoppers if they're able to take it. It has been a tough start for the team here in 25. Their 5 losses, very similar schedule to this season to New Bedford. A lot of common opponents. For Durfee, lost at Fairhaven in 5 sets to open the season. That was a tough one. Then BR, Braintree, Somerset, Berkeley, and then last time on Monday at Dartmouth, which, as I said, DCTV covered, and I had the call for. So hopefully can ride a little bit of momentum if they can win today, and then they get to stay home for a few. Good serve there from Karen Napoli. That's going to go out. You know, the first set was really key for me on Monday at Dartmouth. You know, that was one that the Hilltoppers hung with the Indians. They never really led. There were only a couple lead changes in that first set, but Dartmouth, you know, they'd get 3 points here, 4 points there, and the Hilltoppers then would get control, and they'd come right back, and they'd get 3 or so of their own. So they were highly competitive in that first set, and it's kind of like, you know, finding a way to sustain that throughout a match and to close out the set. You know, Coach Bullier saying to me before the Dartmouth game, she reiterated it today, is that, you know, when you're up 24-20 and you have a quadruple set point, and then you lose that set 26-24 and give up 6 straight, you know, those are the things that with inexperience. Kick ball, and it can't get back over. Nice effort there. That was a good rally. Curran trying to save it. But those are the things that, you know, with a bit of a lack of experience and stuff like that, you know, closing out is a big deal. And the mental game is a big deal. And, you know, it's when you get the ball, so right here, you got to make the play, right? You got to talk. It's all about what you're doing. You can't worry about who's on the other side of the net. They're standing there watching you. You know, so Durfee needs to execute and play their game, and that's it. And not worry about, you know, not thinking about 3 hits from the time they receive it. Make a quality dig, play on the, or make a quality play on the serve, get it to your setter, and then make a quality set and swing. You know, New Bedford can't do anything, in this case New Bedford, while Durfee's got the ball, and vice versa. They just have to kind of be ready, you know, ready to receive the ball back if a swing happens, ready to defend, you know, stuff like that. So, and it looks like New Bedford's ball again. The initial call went Durfee's way, but New Bedford getting the point. 5 straight for the Whalers. Make it 6. Our first timeout of the night. A 60-second timeout clock. That's a change from a few years ago. It used to be a minute 15. It's kind of a long time for a timeout. See the Whalers on your screen. We had a preliminary election here in the city on Tuesday. Just a mayoral primary, because there's not enough candidates for a city council or a school committee primary. So all the races now are set, but we had a very successful broadcast from our studio. Pamela Martin hosting, along with joined by Keith Tebow from FRC Media, and former Mayor John Mitchell as a political analyst. He's also commissioner. And so it was everything went really well. I had a bunch of students involved, some of our part-time staff at different polling locations, some students at polling locations for us to get results. So really good team effort on the government channel with the help of like I said, the Fred TV kids as well as some of the staff from FRC Media over at BCC. So that one falls in play, and Durfee will get the ball and the point. So always a nice team effort. Things went really well, and we will be, from now until November 4th, there's going to be a number of debates and forums. One such forum that we want you to mark your calendars for will be live, open to the public, but live streamed as well on Fred TV. Is we will have a forum that is with a panel of students from student government. They will be the ones formulating and asking the questions to the school committee candidates. And we started doing this in 2019. And so 3 elections ago, and it's important. It's important for the students to be part of an election process, to understand it, and to feel involved, even if maybe they can't vote yet. So we're proud to be essentially sponsoring it and providing the technical support for it, and like we have the last 3 elections as well. So that is going to be Wednesday, October the 15th at 6:30 here in the Durfee Auditorium, the new auditorium. A 90-minute forum with the school committee candidates. So we hope that you will join us. I know the FRC Media has a slew. They're going for all of the races. They have some, and I'm sure there'll be a few others as well. But for what we're assisting with and kind of a part of from the educational side of things, very happy to be partnering with student government once again. Nice dig there from Lewis Thomas. Bedford's going to play it, third touch here. Durfee will get the free ball. Curran calls for it. Far side, Raposa with the swing. Now this side, it's blocked. Is it kept alive? No. Bell Almeida kind of palmed it a little bit. Didn't get a lot behind it, but it just kind of trickled through that front line. Bieri and Curran were there. And it's 14-5. Raposa sending it over. That set led her a little bit back, and now another kill for Almeida, and the Whalers lead by 10. On an 11-1 run here over Durfee. It was 4-4. Curran, bit of a low set, flipped over by Bieri with the 2 hands. Third touch, and that is not inside the antenna, and the Whalers pick up yet another. That one played on the back line by Antunes. Third touch, Bieri gets it to trickle over. Great diving play there by Isla McAvoy. Now Durfee gets it back. Third touch here. Who wants it? Late reaction, and the Hilltoppers will go back in the timeout. Coach Bullier calling them over. Whalers serve again. Raposa has to give it over. And the Whalers with the free ball. Backline swing, dug out by Lewis Thomas, goes right back to the Whalers. They'll get to set and try to finish off another point. That was Maya Russell. Bieri lobbing it over, tough play at the net. Going to Raposa. Durfee can't break out of this rotation either. Finally, the Hilltoppers will get a point, but it's due to an unforced error from the Whalers. A real tough stretch there for Durfee. And what was a 4-4 game, New Bedford on a 13-2 run has opened it up. Now Bieri will serve. Poked back, nice reach in front by Curran. Third touch, Hilltoppers will get the free ball. Curran lofting it opposite side and into the net it goes as Raposa hit it a bit late. Not really a traditional set either the way it was lofted, but Curran doing what she had to with what she had to work with. Tasia Sterling with the swing there to send it back. May get another try here. That one was probably going out, but played by McAvoy in the back line. Now Lewis Thomas perfectly dug right back to Curran. This is a good rally, both sides getting a few good swings, and that one into the net. Durfee will get the point. Oh, and it's stuck in the ceiling. It's in the glass of the basketball net. the main hoop on your left, David. There it is. Next serve just went into the net. Durfee's going to relinquish control. I think that's a first. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Of course, the ceiling's in play, but it has to come back for you to be able to play it. Good serve. That one just absolutely fell off the table. And it is the 20th Whalers point. Maura McAvoy back to serve again. Nice set. And a good finish there from Napoli as she was able to get it deflected off the front line and subsequently going out of bounds off of New Bedford. Raposa with the serve. Whalers got a little bit discombobulated there. Maybe Durfee can take advantage. Napoli kind of punching at it. Does the job, though. Dug out, goes right back, and it's going to fall in for a point. Kind of a lucky break right there. That ball was dropping fast and dug out. Oh, Raposa will serve again. That one is just out of bounds. What happened? We had 3 game balls, and one's up in the nets, in the basketball net still, but I don't know where the second one is. Oh, that's going to fall in. Miscommunication there. Out of bounds. And the lead is 14 for the Whalers. Irizarry Serving. Line drive serve. Put right back. Tug again by Lewis Thomas. Two good digs right there. Nice set. Punched at. Sent over. That was a tough set from where it was. Lewis Thomas yet again. That's a double touch. And it is set point for the Whalers here in what has been a dominant first set. Good dig. Napoli with the set here. Now the Whalers get the free ball. Napoli pokes it over. That might have been going out, but it's played. Now the Whalers on the third touch. Got to give it back to Durfee. Napoli will set. Good swing. Irizarry playing it. Now Almeida sending it. Good dig again, and it's going to trickle over. Ariana Lewis-Thomas with some really good digs on that rally. She's had a good first set in general, but saved a number of them that time. 24-10, and she will serve. Still set point for the Whalers. Good play at the net from the Hilltoppers. Another chance there. Durfee with the point. Violation against the Whalers. Another good serve. A lot of power behind that one. Antunes. It's blocked. Comes back. Whalers finish it off here in the first. An impressive game one victory, 25-11. And they go up 1-0 here in the best of 5 match against the Hilltoppers. 3-minute break here in between sets. We will take that break and we'll see you on the other side for set number 2 live on Fred TV. Don't go anywhere.
Right here, 150 years ago, a bustling rail line cut through the Spindle City.
The Old Colony Line was among the most utilized railroads in the United States.
People, mainly immigrants, some children, labored in mills. The railroad was essential to manufacturing and passenger service.
However, transportation methods evolved. For generations, these grafts of land were wasted space. Years of careless industry polluted the Quequechan River. Cherished by Native people, the name translates to falling water.
Conservationists advocated to reverse environmental damage and repurpose the tracks. The architectural firm, Brown, Richardson, and Rowe, designed the pathway which opened in 2017. Some components are visionary. Other sections replicate endeavors in cities elsewhere.
Quequechan River Rail Trail is hidden by tree cover to buffer highway noise. The 2.5-mile route is habitat for many species, which, when quietly observed, foster an innate respect for nature. 12 years ago, voters approved a 1.5% property surcharge to fund the Community Preservation Act. Totaling nearly $425,000, CPA money was necessary for each phase of the rail trail.
Expansion is dependent upon continued revenue. Fall River joins other communities to develop a continuous 50-mile route of the South Coast Bikeway. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River Public Schools has employment opportunities in various departments for people looking to work with the next generation. We want you to join our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teacher assistants, as well as other educational support positions. We are also looking to fill operational support positions such as custodial, security, food service, and more. Fall River Public Schools offers competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see the current job postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Welcome back to Durfee. The second set has commenced. Both teams have switched sides. As the Whalers now on the left, and Durfee now on the right. And New Bedford strikes first here, as they did to begin the first. They lead now 1-0. That's a, wow, that serve just floated across the court with no spin at all. And that's trouble. Lewis Thomas, who was serving at the end of the first set, will now serve to begin the second set for Durfee. Hilltoppers need to put together a run here because points were few and far between in the opening set. I just say that, and unfortunately for them, control goes back to New Bedford. That one towards the corner and played. Third touch. Antunes sends it over. Nice dig on the backside, going right back to her. She got back to her feet. That was Isla McAvoy. It goes out of play, and Durfee will have the point. Nice play there, but goes out of bounds. Brad Buston with the assist. 3-2 Durfee. As Regan Mello goes back to serve. Misread the number there for a moment. Durfee point. Antunes. Durfee communicating a little better, it seems, here to start this second set. Hearing a lot of talking. Tough play, and it's going to go out. Good defense in front there from the Whalers to block it. Into the net. Yeah, a bit of a misfire there. Durfee will get it right back. Nice serve there from Antunes. And a good kill for the Whalers. Oh, that's in big trouble. Really good serve right there by Matos, and Durfee not able to do anything with it. Raposa, good swing. Gets the point. Set her up nicely. That will go out of play. Kind of off the side of the hands there from Bieri. Bieri had a good night serving on Monday. Did not really have too many errors with the service game, so I'm sure she'll be anxious to get back there. Nice block by Tasia Sterling. Regan Mello back in for Durfee. Good strong serve, and it's an ace. 9-6. Into the net. McAvoy with a good serve, a lot of downward motion on that. Big swing, and Durfee's gonna get it right back. Mello puts it down. Serve kind of on the short side. Sterling drops it. Another good reach from right in front. That's going to be short from Raposa. And the Whalers will get it back now. Down 3. Bell Almeida will serve. Good serve. Curran serves it, and that's in. Mello with another point. And Durfee back in control. As Ariana Lewis Thomas, excuse me. Got the wrong sheet here. There we go. Good serve. Oh, big swing, but into the net it goes. Matos really wound up for that one. And unfortunately for her, nothing to show for it. Falling fast, good dig. The set here from Maura McAvoy, and that is little redemption there. They went right back to Matos. She said, I want it again. And that time gets the point for the Whalers, who will now serve. Maura McAvoy will serve here now for New Bedford. Straight up, that's off the glass. It is in play. Third touch, and I got nervous. Is that one going to get stuck up there too? Nice recovery by the Whalers. Durfee gets the free ball. Big swing. That's coming back to McAvoy. Poked at by Giselle DeRocha. Swinging quite a bit late on it. That ball was never really above the net to begin with. And unfortunately, could not do anything with it. Now, Mello with the serve. Durfee up by 5. Matos, big swing again. Nice dig on the back line for Raposa. Out of bounds, and Durfee with the point. A timeout for the Whalers as the Hilltoppers go up by 6 here. Looking much better than they did in the first set. Remember, folks, we live stream right here on our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports. Click that like button to follow us so you don't miss a moment of our live coverage anytime, anywhere. Also, go over to our YouTube channel under the same name. Click the subscribe button. We've been explaining to you first couple weeks here of sports that Facebook is going to be removing previous live streams after they're 30 days old. My guess is because of server space. Everybody's live streaming these days and using Facebook to do it. Many are. And so after 30 days, the live stream that you're watching now is going to be gone. So, but YouTube, it will not expire. So I recommend, you don't need to pay for anything, but if you have a Google account, Gmail, you know, log into your Gmail and then click over to YouTube and sign in there with that same login you use for your Gmail. And then you can subscribe to channels if you don't already do so. Subscribe to ours. That's going to fall in, and it's the Whalers' 10th point. Out of bounds. Long serve, and Durfee will get it right back. Antunes back to serve. Good strong serve there. McAvoy with the set, right back to Matos. Didn't get a lot behind that one. Durfee able to play it routinely. That's coming back. And was it out of bounds? I think so. Yes, that's the call. Hilltoppers catch a break there because there's not a lot of room. And foul in the boundary line there between the scorer's table and the net. Matos sends it over. Oh, Durfee can't handle that one. And now Matos will serve. Third touch, Raposa will dump it over. Chance for the Hilltoppers. Raposa gives it right back. Big swing off a couple Hilltoppers. Will they recover? They do. Lewis Thomas getting up to her feet quickly, and the Whalers send it into the net. Durfee will get the point. Bieri got it over that time. Good serve. We have a violation here against Durfee. Play is dead. And the point to New Bedford. Giselle DeRocha lets it fly. It's out of bounds. And just like that, Durfee will get it back. Durfee's going to get a point here as the Whalers were out of rotation. Almeida and McAvoy, Mora that is. And so Durfee gets the point on the error there made by the Whalers. Punched at, be a tough play. Here's the third touch. Raposa going to dump it over. Nice job by the Hilltoppers. That was a tough play. This one leading them to the net, and it is Durfee's point on the violation against the Whalers. The Hilltoppers up by 9. Timeout, New Bedford. On the left side of the court has not been friendly to either side. Both sides had success from the right side instead. As Durfee up by 9 and closing in on what would be a victory here in the second. The key is closing in and being able to close out. Curran will serve. Hilltoppers 4 points away from evening the match at 1 apiece. Curran sets from Mello. Nice swing and it falls. A 10-point lead for Durfee. JV were winners earlier for the Hilltoppers. It went to 3 rather. An ace. But it went right down to the final points too. They ran it all the way to 15. Very tight back and forth. But JV Hilltoppers able to take care of business in 3 sets. Varsity hoping to do the same here and knock out the Whalers. That is, or was going out, and now it'll go out off of Durfee. And they give the ball back to New Bedford. Isla McAvoy with the serve. Short serve, nice dig. Good set, Sterling gonna let it fly and it's out of bounds. Bedford serves up an ace, and it's 23-15. McAvoy will serve again. Nice dig there by Lewis Thomas. Durfee sends it over on the third touch. Now the Whalers will have to do the same. Well placed. Maya Russell. Didn't get a lot behind it, but nobody was there for Durfee. 4 straight for the Whalers. Mello sends it deep and out of play. And it's a 6-point game. The Whalers keep it alive. Now Raposa. McAvoy will set. Oh, nice dig. Poked back by the Hilltoppers. Sterling tries to end it. Still in play. Matos to Durfee. Oh, good rally going here. Sterling sent it back. That's trouble, comes back, and Durfee will give up the point. Oh, really great effort from both sides there. But New Bedford has closed to within 5. That's a great serve. Very tough. Durfee able to play it, but very difficult to play. Nobody home. And Coach Bullier going to use a timeout here as New Bedford has made it a 4-point game here in the second. Good serve again. This is coming back and into the net it goes. A big break for the Hilltoppers as they now get a set point opportunity after the Whalers did some damage. Went on a 7-0 run. That's gonna fall in. Ton of space. Almeida with the serve, it's a good one. Third touch coming, Durfee's got to dump it over. It's a free ball for the Whalers. Hilltoppers a little bit out of system here and they can't get settled. They got to give it back again. That's going to fall in and Durfee will win the second, but got a little too close for comfort there at the end. As the Whalers went on a really good run to close the gap. We are tied 1-1 here in the best of 5 and guaranteed a 4th set here on Fred TV. As Durfee takes the second set by 5 points, 25-20. We'll take the break. The third set coming up live on Fred TV. Stay with us.
The Gothic Revival style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
I'm Mike Labossiere, What's Upper Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferlin, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forest and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind.
We welcome you back to the Fieldhouse. Had to cut out of the break a little early here because we're restarting a little early here as we begin the third set. So Durfee on the serve as the two teams have switched sides yet again. Durfee back on your left, New Bedford back on your right, and New Bedford back in front to begin the set, 1-0. A 1-1 tie here in our best of 5. Nice set, punched at by Sterling to send it over. That's going to be some trouble there. Matos came diving in, but couldn't really do anything. Sarah Raposa will serve. Three to 2. Whoa, that one sent a long way. Russell still admiring it, but it's not good for a point. Well out of bounds. Really strong swing. She's got a great swing. We saw it earlier in the match, but that time just a little too strong on the serve. And now Ariana Lewis-Thomas sends one into the net, and New Bedford will take it back. Oh, nice job there. Mello catching them napping. Not expecting it to be sent over that quickly. And now she'll serve. Into the net, and we're tied 5-5. Okay, Durfee's got the free ball. Good set by Curran to lead Bieri toward the net. And try it again. That one goes a little bit back, but not bad. That's out of bounds, though. That one sent long as well. Into the net. A lot of bad serves to start the third set here. Service game's been pretty decent for both sides, but a lot of miscues. That is too long. And we trade possessions again. New Bedford back in front, 7-6. Finally, a playable ball. Third touch, not going to get over. And it's 7-7. Oh, that one eats up Bieri. Nice dig there. That one's going to be sent right back to Durfee, though. Nice play in the front line for the Whalers. That was Russell there. Now Sterling returns the favor. It's out of bounds, and the Hilltoppers tie it up 8-8. Curran will serve. It's out of bounds. Maura McAvoy will serve now for the Whalers. That might have been going out, but played by Antunes. And that is out. The Whalers grab their 10th. Well, one thing with the errant serves that we've seen is a lot of quick points. Because they're not getting to play it, so scores kind of racked up points on both sides here. 10-8 already. Been rather quick. Tough play right in front of the net. Nice job by Curran to get it over. Now the third touch for New Bedford. Bounce back, quick reaction, and that's going to the corner, and it's in. Mello finds open land. It's 10-9. That will be short. And Durfee's service woes continuing here in the third set. Neither side has looked good, but Durfee struggled a bit more here. Neither side has been able to get a run going. Russell serving again. Big serve, good power. That one though stays in the boundary line. That one will not, as it sails deep and far to the other side. Largest lead for either side here in the third set. 3-point advantage for the Whalers. Wow, that one gonna sail as well. And Durfee will get the ball. Coach Kiana Decker explaining to Russell, look, don't lean back and fire. You want to get on top of the ball. If you hit from under it like that, you're going to send it a long way. That's a great serve from Lewis Thomas, and she'll now play it. Good set, good finish. That was a solid point all around for the Hilltoppers. The serve got New Bedford a little out of rhythm, and then receive, set, finish. That's how you do it. McAvoy will set. Backpedaling a bit there was Matos. Didn't get a good look at it again. Another set that led her back when she's on that front line in this rotation. Hasn't had a lot of good looks in this third set. Nice dig. Durfee keeps it alive. Third touch is sent over. Now McAvoy. Better set that time. That's going to be trouble. Will Durfee get there? They do, but it's out of bounds. It was a good reach by the Hilltoppers to try to get there. Good reach by David on camera to get to the shot. David Montero running our camera this evening. Third touch, Antunes dumps it over. That one going backwards, not going to be good for the Whalers. Play at the net, blocked, kept alive. Another third touch, Antunes. Now McAvoy will set. But see, another set that's going, leading the hitter back toward the 10-foot line and toward the boundary. You don't want your hitters to be backpedaling. Now the Whalers still get the point out of it, but that's not ideal. Nice serve. That is going to go out of bounds. Was it deflected? No. It's a 15-11 lead for New Bedford. Well, that's trouble. It's an ace. Not returned. 16-11. Another good serve. Oh, trying to send it right back and unable to do so. Into the net it goes. Mello will now serve. Well, that's trouble too. No good. Durfee will keep possession here and serve again. 16-13. It's a better set from McAvoy, but still, you know what it is? It's almost like, I'm not trying to nitpick here, it's just an observation, but where she's setting from is so close to the net, and I know she can only work with what she's getting, but if she's setting it right on the net, it's kind of hard to lead them any further towards it if you're right on it. So that's a little better. That's out. No deflection, and Durfee will play it again, but you get what I'm saying. I'm looking for your setter to be setting up your swing, your hitters where the red line is on the court, right where number 21 there, Antunes, is standing on. That's what I'm looking for. So you're setting it from the gray line, the 10-foot line there, to the red line, and then getting the ball to lead your hitter near the net. The closer to the net you are, the more downward you can try to spike it. If you're 10 feet back, you can't hit it down at a 40-degree angle because it's never going to get over. And that worked for Durfee, but again, not ideal to be hitting it from back there. Antunes will serve. It's a 2-point game. Durfee trying to get back even here. A lot of points for both sides. This has really been a back and forth third set. Nice block. Bieri got up in the air and knocked it down. That's going to go up. Almost hit the basketball net. The third touch sent over by Almeida. Durfee gets the free ball. No, New Bedford's going to get it right back. Trouble. That does that. Wow, we're playing on. I didn't think that was going to get through the antennas. It did. Right in front of our official on the ladder. Durfee and New Bedford still battling now. The Whalers get the ball. Set to this side. It will just skip over. Still in play. Oh, my goodness. How did that get back over? Third touch coming for the Hilltoppers, and we're still going here. It will fall. The Whalers win probably the wildest point we've seen so far. And they continue to lead as Isla McAvoy will serve her team up 2 as we get to the late stages of set number 3. Straight up, Curran, perfect set. See, leading the hitter to the front, and even though Bieri didn't put a lot of power behind it, getting closer to the net makes it so much better to kind of aim the ball almost when you're swinging. It's where you want it to go. There's less time that it's in the air for the defense to make a play. That was excellent. Still alive, punched at and swung on and missed by Bieri. A great effort though. Back to a 2-point lead for the Whalers as they head back on the serve. Belle Almeida ready to fire away. Good serve. She's had a good night. A lot of good serves for her. Trouble, but a violation. Calling it a lift. It's the 20th point for New Bedford. That one's going right back to the Whalers. A free ball. And the point. A lot of backspin that time. Raposa with the swing. That's going to sail out of bounds, and Durfee will get the ball back with a little bit of wiggle room here. Good serve from Curran. Some good power behind that one. That's trouble. Buried. Got the job done. Matos pinning it between Durfee's front 2 defenders, and they can't do anything with it. Nice dig there. Third touch there, and it's not returnable. Whalers closing it out. 2 points away from going up 2-1 in this pivotal, call it a rubber set. So it's going to give somebody a good advantage heading into the 4th. The game tied up 1-1. The match tied up 1-1, I should say. Short serve, no good. Durfee will get the ball. Sarah Raposa. That's it fly. A little bit short, lofted by Giselle DeRocha. Big swing there. And Mello misfires Curran was there, probably should have let her. She is the setter. Julia Legou. And the Whalers looking at set point, but not before Coach Kelly Bullier and the Hilltoppers call a timeout. Coach Bullier using almost the whole timeout there. Set point for New Bedford. And Legou will serve. That one is going long. Durfee ducks out of the way. It's their 20th point. And they will get to serve. Ariana Lewis-Thomas. Good serve. Antunes punches at it. The Whalers at the net. Durfee will send it right back, and they get the point. Defense not expecting that. And Durfee continues here. Misfire from Ariana, and the set comes to a close. Durfee losing it by 4, a set that was very much back and forth. But the Whalers go up now 2-1 in this best-of-5 varsity match. 4th set coming up live. Stay tuned.
St. Anne's Shrine is an anchor building to Fall River.
Many worshipers have claimed that this landmark is the site of miraculous healings.
Construction began in 1891. The Romanesque revival style is unprecedented, and the 160-foot steeples are visible from all directions. The congregation was established generations ago when builders mined world-renowned Fall River granite located at the base and utilized Vermont blue marble for the upper exterior walls.
"40 years ago, the shrine was added to the National Register of Historic Places. Despite some disrepair, this is a working building, open for prayer and reflection. In addition, a Christian lay organization distributes food from here on Saturdays."
Amazingly, 3 priests are entombed below. Volunteers with St. Anne's Shrine Preservation Society expect this house of worship will again welcome pilgrims from near and far, as well as historians, architects, and school children.
11 years ago, voters approved a 1.5% property surcharge to fund the Community Preservation Act. Over $150,000 was awarded for repairs on the southern side of the building. Craftsmen are entrusted to restore the slate roof tiles, copper gutters, and downspouts. Phase 2 entails duplicate copper and slate work, as well as repointing of mortar joints. These efforts will permit the upper church to reopen for the public.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. Live coverage of girls volleyball. The Whalers up 2 games to 1 in this best-of-5 varsity match. after taking that third set. How we've gotten here so far. New Bedford took the first one 25-11. Very dominating first game. The second set went to the Hilltoppers 25-20. And now this third set went back to New Bedford 25-21. The Whalers will serve. Neither side has won on the left side of the court. So we'll see if that has any meaning. As Durfee now on the right side, looking to force a fifth set. This is the first set that they have started from ahead as well. They have trailed 1-0 every single game so far. A bad serve for both sides. We're tied at 1. Maura McAvoy will serve. This one playable for the Hilltoppers. Third touch, big swing. It's a flat trajectory that time. Another good one, this one from the Whalers and Almeida. That one punched sky high. A set. Good swing at the net. Not third touch, rather. Second touch, lofted over. Curran setting. Nice swing. Antunes. The Hilltoppers get the point. Mello will serve. Nobody home on the far side, and the Whalers find some space there along the boundary line, and it's 2-2. Oh, man. Tough one there. Well, like I said in the open, this is the only Fred TV broadcast for sports. That's partly because Durfee is playing Dartmouth twice this week, 2 different sports. So I had the DC TV game on Monday. We saw girls volleyball Monday from Dartmouth High. And now we have volleyball here today, conference game against New Bedford. And tomorrow, the Indians hosting the Hilltoppers for Week 3 football. And I will be on the air for DC TV tomorrow as well. 7 o'clock kickoff. I know Durfee home games have moved to 6:30, but Dartmouth's still going at 7, so it'll be a 7 p.m. road game. We will post the YouTube link that you can watch live on DC TV's live stream. We'll post that tomorrow for you. As the Hilltoppers kind of with a little bit of a mixed bag through the first 2 weeks. A really big blowout victory in week 1 that was surprising in a lot of ways. And last week against Taunton, after what looked like a very promising start, that really big first play of the game that was called back due to a late flag on a holding penalty. Durfee's offense kind of went flat from that point forward for about 2.5 quarters. The first half, 23-0. Second half was basically a 7-7 ball game, but Durfee had already dug themselves too big of a hole to crawl out of. So, and for whatever reason, we know Dartmouth Memorial Stadium has been very unkind to Durfee football. The Indians have been unkind to Hilltoppers football in general over the decades here. But in particular, Memorial Stadium in Dartmouth, man, we've seen some really odd stuff happen, a lot of controversial calls. And so I expect tomorrow to be a wild one. Tends to be a lot of emotions. And like I said, a lot of strange stuff that seems to happen. So We'll see. That one will be a point for New Bedford. Durfee unable to draw even. So yes, again, football tomorrow, week 3 on the road. So Durfee traveling to Dartmouth for a 7 p.m. kickoff in week 3. That is, oh man, it just gets over. We saw that on Monday too in the Dartmouth match, same thing. Matos lets it fly. That one does get over cleanly. Durfee cannot play it cleanly. And it is another ace, not returned. 9-5. Curran with the set. Nice swing from Raposa, but it's coming back. Even better block. The Whalers will continue to lead here and continue to serve. 10-5 the score. It's a big game here at about the 1/4 mark of the season for both sides, or maybe a little more than that, getting close to a third. And you know, for New Bedford, trying to get back to 500. They're at 2-3 right now. And to have it be a conference win, that helps, of course. That's important, too. Even though the conference does not earn you a spot into the tournament like it used to. And for Durfee, already at 0-5, and Coach Bullier going to burn a timeout here as the lead has swelled up here for the Whalers to 7 points. You know, for Durfee sitting at 0-5, the weight of that, you know, will continue to get heavier. But Hilltoppers with some work to do here as they have found themselves very quickly down 12-7. Well, we have a moment next week here on Fred TV. We have 3 events planned for you, 3 live sporting events. Next Tuesday, girls soccer against Attleboro. We haven't seen the ladies yet. We were supposed to last week, but their game got postponed. That was another Dartmouth game. We mentioned last week on the air that longtime legendary head coach Steve Gaspar passed away unexpectedly from Dartmouth, so his wake services were last Tuesday, and so all athletics were canceled. So we picked up a girls' soccer game on Tuesday. That'll be 5:30, not the usual 4 or 6. It was scheduled for 5:30, so we will have that against Attleboro for you as Durfee picks up the point. Wednesday back inside here for girls volleyball as Brockton comes in, 5:15. And then next Thursday the 25th, a week from tonight, boys soccer at 6. That is against New Bedford. So 3 live broadcasts coming up for you next week from the Durfee campus. We do have a couple Diamond girls volleyball matches on the calendar. We also have a couple football games, but Diamond not home now until pretty much October. So for football, this is going to be a little while before we see them. We will see, so long as it's not torrential rain, we'll get to see Diamond's soccer teams as well towards the end of the season when they return back here to Durfee for their second games against the Hilltoppers. It'll be a doubleheader of girls and boys soccer at the stadium on the main turf against Diamond. So that'll be a lot of fun to see both teams on the same night. (14-7). And DeRocha skips that one over the top of the net. Durfee can't get it back to them. Ooh, that was going out. Durfee played it, and it'll cost them a point. That one was sailing pretty deep. Another good serve. Sterling, that was inbounds. And the line judge, maybe with a little assist from me, sorry, Mr. Official, but that was well inbounds, and the line judge on this side on the floor making the call and overriding her partner on the ladder. So Durfee serves. Big swing. Oh, good effort, but not playable, not returnable there. Antunes trying to dive for it. New Bedford will serve. 17-8. That's coming back to Durfee, and it goes into the net. 10-point lead for New Bedford as they close in here on what would be their third win of the season. McAvoy with the set. Nice big swing there from Almeida. Gonna be a tough play for the Hilltoppers. They do get it back on the third touch. Nice set from McAvoy. Trouble for Durfee. It will not get over. Oh, it will, but it's out of bounds. Actually, I thought that was 4 touches, but it might have been a deflection on the first one as they were making a play at the net. Needless to say, still a point for New Bedford. And Isla McAvoy will serve once again. That's going to be no good. Nice job by Sterling. Good reach. Play continues. Almeida sends it back to Durfee. The set. That'll get Durfee a point. Sterling with the swing, back line. McAvoy makes the play. Now, oh, off the fingertips from Legou, but it's good enough for point number 20. Almeida with the serve, misplayed by Antunes. One of our officials now talking with Coach Beaulieu. I'm not sure if there's a rotational issue for Durfee now or not, but nice set there for Mello. Going right back to New Bedford. Tough play, good dig on both sides. That is going to go long, out of bounds. Net violation for the Hilltoppers. And the Whalers up by 11, 22-11. McAvoy, Mora that is, will serve. Leja Boone will come in now for the Hilltoppers. Durfee with the point. Something going on here. I'm trying to hear, but people talking quietly, but referencing the other side of the court. So I don't know if something disparaging is being said from the crowd. We can't hear anything from here. I mean, I'm speculating completely, but now you saw Athletic Director Brad Buston getting up now. So quick pause, and we're back at it. Good block in front. Ball still alive, and Durfee now has to try to make the play. Third touch. They'll get it back over. That was kind of wild. Nice job to get that over. Tough play, and no good. Whalers will serve. 2 points away. Julia Legou ready to let it fly. Good serve, but it's out of bounds. Oh, good dig, but Durfee can't finish the play, and it is match point for the Whalers. That set goes over. It is Durfee's point. Wasn't the intent, but it worked. And now the Hilltoppers will serve with Bieri going back. Checking the rotation. Bieri is number one, and Bieri is going to serve, but it is match point for the Whalers. 24-14. Good serve, just a floater there. Looking to finish it. Unable to. Sterling sends it over. The Whalers. The set for Alexia Machado. Big swing, but Durfee defending it. Still alive. This one will carry over. Now Sterling swats at it, and it's good for a point. That is out of bounds. And the Hilltoppers will lose it in 4. This fourth set, 25-15, a 10-point win. It was really all New Bedford for most of this fourth set. And the Whalers win it by a final of 3-1 here at the Field House. They improved to 3-3. Durfee drops to 0-6, a tough start to 2025 for the Lady Hilltoppers. But looked better in a lot of aspects, though, than they did on Monday against Dartmouth. But definitely still some things to work on here as the season rolls on as well. This is game 1 of 5 straight at home. We'll see them next Wednesday against Brockton here at the Field House. Tomorrow, live football from Dartmouth High, from Dartmouth Memorial Stadium on DCTV. Again, we'll post the YouTube link. They live stream on YouTube. We will post that for you tomorrow, and I will have the call along with Jim Thompson in Dartmouth tomorrow. Hope you'll tune in, 7 o'clock kickoff. For now, Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee High School.